the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Before me, I see the people who are making a real difference and moving our industry forward. For example, there are over 800 people in this room representing 50% of the firms on ENR's top 400 contractors list.
I'm delighted to be here at the 47th annual ENR Award of Excellence event. You can see the mob downstairs. We're having a great time. I'm hearing so much good buzz from the audience.
As a bridge engineer, you spend most of your life doing this sort of work, and in engineering you're used to being in the background, not so many people knowing much about what you do. And so this feels in some ways it's a completely different moment. And ENR, in terms of our industry, and the awards program is wonderful.
It's truly a transformational opportunity. I've got to tell you, since that award, people have come to me as an expert in these areas. We've been able actually to promote what we've done and actually transfer it to industry. Really, it's ENR and the AOE award that made that possible for me.
A lot of fun memories of winning, and it really is kind of a surreal experience. There really is nothing like it in the industry. And in fact, I was thinking that just recently I was watching like the Academy Awards, and you're watching somebody getting an Oscar, and you say, wow, I wonder what it would be like to do that. And it's like, oh wow, I did do that.
This event is the Academy Awards of construction. It's a chance for me not only to see colleagues, but potential clients, to spend some time with the media, and really just a fun event. It's a time where everybody can kind of let loose, but also get some business done. So it's my favorite event of the year.
And this is really a great networking event. I mean, I see people that I know from other organizations and other firms, and to meet people like Stephen Plate, who managed the project, the World Trade Center project. It's just great to see all these folks that are notable in the industry.
This is my 21st year that I'm coming, and it's an event I wouldn't miss. I very much appreciate that I'm able at least once a year to see lots of people I like from the industry, but I don't really get to see them every day. Whatever we design or build, it's there forever to improve people's lives.
The number one thing is it keeps us in touch with our clients. We have probably 25% of the top 250. We get to very rarely see them all in one place, and that's what brings us here.
I think in New York City, this is the event every year. Not only is it the best well-attended, it's the right variety of people. It's definitely anyone who needs to network in New York, this is really the event to be in. And I think for our firm and for me personally, it's definitely one we can't miss.
The first reason is I think it's really important for us to recognize those outstanding leaders in engineering. I don't think we get enough credit out there in the marketplace, and people don't realize what we're doing for society and for America, so it's really nice to get together to recognize those leaders. Then secondly, honestly, it's nice, this is really sort of a must-go-to industry event, so it's a chance for us to network with our peers, talk about what's going on in the industry, and enjoy each other's company.
I come every year. It's a great event. This is kind of the who's who of the construction industry, and if you're going to, especially in New York construction, if you're going to do business here, you need to come and see everybody and be seen. So it's great to be here.
In Haiti, they lost about 300,000 people by the earthquake 2 years ago. New Zealand, they lost a half of Christchurch. They're all gone by the earthquake. Now the engineers, like we are, we can do a lot of things to the whole society just to make a difference. It's amazing how much we can do to it. Not only after the fact, hopefully beforehand. Tom Sawyer, man, he just writes this incredible, vivid story about what we do out there. I think it's incredible because yes, we can do a lot, but when the story comes out, it doesn't happen. It cannot affect the other countries and societies. So that's why I believe what you do is fantastic.
To be a newsmaker is just very proud, but it showcases all the work that we're doing as a state in Nevada, that we're trying to be progressive, trying to be efficient, because
we're spending taxpayers' money, and we want to show them what we're doing and do it in the best way. And so to be here and to be among all of these wonderful people who live and breathe the same type of engineering geekiness that I do, it's just fascinating and it's great.
I'm taken with a phrase from Soetsu Yanagi's work, The Unknown Craftsman, and it's a very simple idea. He calls folk art work that's for the many, by the many. For the many, by the many embodies in good measure what it is that we engineers do, and it certainly informs most of my work. For this circumstance, it requires a sense of austerity in design, a need for restraint, particularly for major projects. I think this sensibility is consistent with bridge design and bridge engineering as craft, and decidedly not art. By the many, I am more indebted to the people with whom I work than I can say. Even a small bridge is a major undertaking which requires the collaborative effort of owner, designer, fabricator, and builder. And here only the engineer can play a small role. In the bulk of my work, I've tried to find new and safer forms and to look for innovation in both fabrication and erection. However, without the guidance and collaboration of some of the most talented and knowledgeable contractors and fabricators in the industry, little would have been produced, little of value would have been produced. Design's major influence is craft, the know-how of how we make and build things. And how could I hope to convey the richness of the engineers around me? I'm humbled by this recognition, particularly given the outstanding contributions of this year's newsmakers, to say nothing of past AOE winners and newsmakers. That I accept this award on behalf of the work of many, and that I recognize what a privilege it is to be trusted to design public works that are so necessary to our collective well-being. A deep thanks to McGraw-Hill and ENR for this recognition, for this awards program, and to the quality of their journalism that means so much to our industry.
For the land